Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk about other things as well. I knew last night Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested. I didn't want to talk about it in last night's video. I wanted to give it 24 hours because I knew a lot of other things were going to come out, and sure enough, they did. So let's take a look. Mega donor Sam Bankman-Fried arrested hours before facing questions from Congress. So he was arrested at the right time on purpose. Sam Bankman-Fried was scheduled to testify in front of the House Financial Services Committee. House GOP was ready to grill him 6 ways to Sunday. I believe they didn't want him talking, period, because he was never going to show up to this hearing anyway in person. So why not just put him on a Zoom call from inside of the jail inside of the Bahamas? Let him do it remotely. But no, they don't want him talking, period, because he might name the wrong people. They don't want certain names coming out to the public. U.S. CFTC suing Sam Bankman-Fried in Alameda for violating federal commodities laws. Now, the CFTC met with Sam multiple times as well, and they gave him a free pass because, again, his political ties. And right on cue, a house of cards, SEC charges Sam Bankman-Fried with scheme to defraud investors out of $1.8 billion. Now, Gary Gensler knew exactly what was going on at FTX. Look at the closed-door meetings with George Soros, Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi. He knew all along what was going on. But now that FTX fell, of course, they all have to get their charges out there, like they were going to do the right thing all along. But we all know about the corruption already. Federal prosecutors in Southern District of New York unsealed charges against Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX, charging him with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and securities fraud. Standalone charges of securities fraud and wire fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy to defraud U.S. and campaign finance regulations. The one thing that really pisses me off, and it should piss all of you off as well, is the fact that they used our taxpayer dollars, sent it to the Ukraine, and it got laundered back to the Democratic and Republican parties. Maybe we didn't want to make political donations, yet through our tax dollars, we made those donations whether we liked it or not. XRP holders appalled as SEC fails to charge Sam Bankman-Fried for selling an unregistered security. XRP holders have taken to Twitter to criticize the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for failing to classify FTT as an unregistered security in its charge against Sam Bankman-Fried today. The SEC complaint describes FTT as a token or crypto asset. So let me get this straight. XRP, which Gary Gensler himself called a cryptocurrency back in 2018, is now a security, but yet FTT is a token or a crypto asset. What a double standard. It's gross. And the thing is, Gary Gensler probably knew more than anyone else in all of this because of those closed-door meetings. Sam Bankman-Fried likely to get lighter sentence if arrested, predicts XRP lawyer. Now, this is coming from John Deaton. He says, however, if Sam Bankman-Fried ever faced the prosecution, then don't be surprised to see the final verdict. The ex-FTX CEO can get a lighter sentence than others. I don't think he's going to get a light sentence, period. I think a lot of people still try to portray him as the victim, but most people are smarter than that. They see that he was an absolute criminal, and he laundered money, and he spent investors' money on all the things that he wanted to buy. Look at all the real estate he was buying up. So CoinGate reported that the Turkish government has seized FTX assets in its country while they are pressing charges against Sam Bankman-Fried and others with crimes including money laundering, market manipulation, and fraud. And we're going to see charges come from other countries as well. I believe the dust hasn't fully settled yet. We're probably still going to get some big news out of this here and there. The Bahamas want to see Sam Bankman-Fried's obvious money laundering property portfolio. And I said they should have done this right away. because I feel they should seize all of his assets, sell them off, and give some of the money back to the retail investors because they were a victim of a crime. Bankman-Fried's ex and Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison lawyers up. I believe she's cutting a deal. She's probably throwing Sam right under the bus as we speak. And she's probably going to walk away from this with a minimal sentence, probably probation, something like that. But she deserves everything that he got. She's not innocent in this in any way either. Finally, Sam Bankman-Fried gets arrested in the Bahamas. The SEC charges him with $1.8 billion in fraud, and the people speculate that Caroline Ellison turned on him. Like I said, I think that's what happened as well. But we're going to see this day after day, and people keep saying this is bad for crypto. They treat it like it's a crypto problem and not a person problem. Even on Fox Business, they say Sam was a victim of cryptocurrency. What are they talking about? And now we see how much these regulators really know about crypto, but yet these are the same people that are going to bring regulations into crypto. It's such nonsense at this point. But the good thing is, because of this happening, we're actually going to see this get brought from the ground up, these regulations. I'm hoping they bring somebody on board that actually knows about crypto, though. So, Binance freezes withdrawals of stablecoin USDC as investors pull $2 billion. I don't understand why people are cheering for Binance to collapse. You realize if Binance goes down, everything else will crumble. Yes, Bitcoin will survive, but the entire crypto ecosystem, including stablecoins, will die. Now, let's talk about Binance first. Binance has always been sketchy to me. I mean, I know a lot of people really trust CZ. He says a lot of great stuff all over crypto Twitter, but you should never keep your crypto on any exchange. And now we're starting to see Binance is a little bit shaky. But the thing is, this lady here, she is all about Bitcoin and she has a ton of followers. And she's going to get a lot of people wrecked. How can you say that if Binance goes down, all of crypto is dead? It makes no sense. Think about it. XRP has, or Ripple has so many partners throughout the world with all these banks. A new financial system is about to roll out, but if Binance goes down, that's the end of Ripple, and that's the end of XRP. That does not make sense, period. The utility-driven cryptocurrencies aren't even tied to any of these messes. FTX fell apart, didn't affect Ripple at all, didn't affect QNT at all, didn't affect XLM. You know, now we see Binance on shaky ground. Doesn't affect Ripple, doesn't affect QNT, XDC, XLM. That's what's really wrong in the crypto Twitter space. So many people bring Bitcoin to the table like it's the savior of all of crypto. Listen, I don't hate Bitcoin, but Bitcoin maxis are going to get a lot of people wrecked in the crypto space. Bitcoin doesn't have a place in the future. I've said it multiple times. It's going to be here, but it's not going to move the way it moved in the past. I believe it has one major run up. It might get to that 250K that people keep calling, depending on how low the US dollar falls. Other than that, if the US dollar holds up, I believe Bitcoin's already pretty much done. The next big move in crypto is going to be Ripple winning the lawsuit against the SEC. That could set off the next run. And who knows, Bitcoin might not even move in that run. It might just be utility-driven coins that really move up. We don't know because everything looks like it's pushing towards utility. The world is changing very fast. If your crypto can't solve real-world problems, most likely your crypto's going to die. Regulations are also coming that could pretty much guarantee that they're going to be pinpointed right towards Bitcoin because the governments of the world and the central banks of the world don't want competition. If they see Bitcoin in any way as some sort of alternative to a CBDC, they're absolutely going to get rid of it. Settlement with clarity for XRP is likely. Good move for Ripple's business as well as the future of the XRP ledger, and more importantly, gives the SEC Gov the ability to still go after other cryptocurrencies in the future. Everybody wins. I believe Ripple's going to get that regulatory clarity that they want. I believe Gary's probably already working on getting out of that lawsuit and moving forward into something else. Look at everything that's going on right now. And he was at the heart of all of the FTX mess. I doubt he's even focused on this Ripple lawsuit in any way at this point. But it's just a matter of time. Within 90 days, we're going to get an answer. Think about it like that. That's how close we are to the conclusion. And it could happen anytime between now and then. We were all patient enough to hold XRP this long. Just continue holding it. Watch the rest of crypto fall apart while Ripple continues to push forward. That's what makes me know that we invested in the right cryptocurrency. XRP is here for the long term. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.